Warren Giroux is with us here this morning. He is a mountain bike enthusiast, a member of NEMBA, a NEMBA member, and I'd like to welcome you. How are you?
Good.
Nice to
Thanks.
see you. Now, mountain biking season's getting here, and you must be
hope.
pretty excited.
Yeah, it's been a long winter, and I think we'll be riding snow bikes up here for a while, but people are definitely getting anxious to ride on some dirt.
Yeah.
But even, I think Southern Maine got several inches yesterday. So.
Right. Are you a snow biker too?
Yeah, it's been great. The Maine huts, trails, conditions permitting are incredible. And this year with the Sugarloaf Outdoor Center, they allowed some riding in there on some limited basis. But it's been great and good to see that expansion by the mountain, and hopefully we see a little more riding time in there for next year. Hopefully it was positive.
Right. Of course, the outdoor center closes today, so after that it's...
Oh, spread the word then. It's
wide
free for all
open.
now. I was wondering about that.
Yeah, it's true.
There's a ton of snow in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that it's all pretty built up. They were grooming last night.
Yeah.
Was there for a wedding. So let's talk about the big race that's coming up.
Yeah, so this summer, Carrabassett Challenge, July 15th. Same great race, probably a very similar great course to last year with some, the usual minor tweaks and last minute additions that Josh likes to throw in there. But it's going to be great, 50K, 100K, 25K.
So this is an event that's grown over the years. You're anticipating more growth this year?
Yeah, so last year, I don't remember the numbers exactly, but I want to say we had at least, we went from, say, low 200s maybe up to, 325. And this year so far, our registration is 50% increase year to date over last year, which is another pretty big jump. A lot of good momentum. The 100K is part of the National Ultra Endurance Series this year, the NUE, which is
good.
Yeah, it's we're part of the Marathon Series, which is 100K races, and there's a dozen or so around the country. They had the first one in Utah a few weeks ago.
So is that like a circuit? Is that a qualifying type of a thing?
It's essentially a point series. So if you have to travel a little bit to race. If you race at a minimum of 4 of their events, you are a contender for an overall points or an overall series winner. Or I think they pay the top 4 or 5, 3 or 4 or 5. I don't remember exactly, but there's a cash payout at the end of the year for those that are on the podium or that perform well in at least 4 events. So you can be a contender on the East Coast. You may have to travel to Ohio and maybe Georgia or Tennessee. But yeah, it's a series that a guy out of primarily out of Ohio puts together, and it's great. I think it's going to be great for this event. I think we've already seen a positive uptick in registration.
So they recognize the growth and the quality of the trails here, and that's why. Did they approach you, or is that something?
Yeah, it's been on the radar of the committees for a while, and I met them at a race last year, and the NUE director was there, and we had some great discussion, and your date has to fit, and we gave them some information on what we are and whatnot, and it works out. It worked out. So yeah.
I know you travel around and race a lot. You're going to Austin here, probably pretty soon here, right?
Yeah, this coming week. Yeah.
Now, when you're traveling around and about in some of those places, is the word that Maine and Sugarloaf specifically is a hot spot here for mountain biking?
Yeah, people, with social media and the internet and just the community, people do, occasionally someone will say, oh, hey, I've heard about Carrabassett, or if you mention it, they'll say, oh, I've heard some great things about it. So the momentum is still there. I would say probably increasing, and the riding here is as good as anywhere, right. And people are definitely, it's on their radar,
And to clarify, it is Carrabassett, not Sugarloaf, that maintains those trails, correct?
Yeah, it's primarily a town initiative. Sugarloaf is definitely been
Embraced
helpful and embracing it and provide resources and is involved, as is Maine Huts. It's really originated with the local NEMBA chapter. Those original founding folks really
Right.
spearheaded it, and it's grown a lot.
Sure.
It's
Stay with
great.
us, Warren. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back and we'll talk a little bit about NEMBA and also the hard work that they do and the trails that they build. We'll be right back in just